from inside Lone Depot Park. And on the mound today, Braxton Garrett. What do you look for here?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
Ellie De La Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike. There's a strike at the knees.
Off to a good start. He's got to get the baseball, work quickly, and move the ball around. And that time, perfect pitch at the knees on the outside corner.
Ground ball up the middle. Edwards behind his back to second. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
De La Cruz, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Ellie on his way to second.
Nope.
Pitch
Ball
misses. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul. 1-2 now. On the ground to third. And that's a base hit. Coming home. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Runner on at first with one gone. Runner on the go. Hit hard, base hit. Suarez around second, headed for third.
Great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging. Liner snagged it first. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Stepping in, Xavier Edwards.
The shortstop.
Edwards playing up the middle at short, hitting leadoff in today's game. And so far this year, he's slugging over 500. Here's the 0-2. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here comes the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit into the outfield.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now here is Heriberto Hernandez. Flips it. There's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Ramirez at the plate now, and that's strike 1. And it goes just foul. That one way inside. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and that is that. Well, needed a big... We move ahead to the top of the second now. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. Hard hit, right side. Fires over to first. One pitch and one out.
Ball one.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 1-1. Line drive, and that's down, a base hit. And that's a one-out single. Next for Cincinnati, Dane Myers. The other way. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Foul ball there.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take...
There's one, and that's two. Down to the bottom of the second. Back here in Miami, and now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Takes it in for the out. Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Bleday on the move. And there are two outs.
Batting in, the first baseman, David.
Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
That one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now.
Ball one.
Fly ball down the line.
That
And it
ball's
had
foul.
the distance, but slices foul. Another 1-2. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now. This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
That's the third. Gets him easily, ends the inning. But 2-round trippers. Back here at Lone Depot Park. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock.
Up next is Cincinnati, the third baseman, Eugenio.
To third, Sanoha. To Norby at second for 1 and 2. What a play. Bases empty after the double play. This is J.J. Bleday. Ripped, but it curls foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one ripped, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Zips it to first. That is the inning. So one left. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. And that one hammered. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And 1 pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Myers on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags and goes to third.
Up next with the Marlins, the designated hitter, Agustin.
Now, Agustin Ramirez, who struck out swinging his first time. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. In the air, left side. Lede under this one. Brings it in. Griffin Kona, the next up for the Marlins. He popped out his first time. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out of the left center field. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Connor.
Fought off foul. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Start of the 4th. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. There's a strike. Takes it in for the out.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Takes it in for the out.
Up next is Cincinnati, the designated hitter, Sal.
And next is the designated hitter, Sal Stewart. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And he grounds one back up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next in Cincinnati, the center fielder, James Myers.
On a line, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. TJ Friedl digs in now. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. What a stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2. This is Marlins baseball. Back here in Miami, and now for the Marlins, Davison de los Santos. Pop foul out of play off to the right. De los Santos goes 6'1", 185 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's hard hit in the line. And foul ball. The 0-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Got him. 1 out. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Out to short. Nice grab. To first, and they get the out. Back to the top of the Miami order, Xavier Edwards now at the plate. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And a good start to the inning.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Throw comes in. Runner stopped. 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hammered on the line, base hit. 1 run's in. The tying run is in to score, and we are starting over. To 2nd, but he beats the throw. Save. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Spencer Steer will hit next. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. And they get it in quickly. 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. 1 runs in. Here comes the runner. The relay to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in. It's 6-4. And now the DH, Sal Stewart. He's 2 for 2.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just
manager out of the dugout. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Blake Bacher.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1-away.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence, the plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
Man at second, and there's a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides.
And that is that. So they move out in front. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Fouled off left side.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Suarez handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Up the middle, base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And a man aboard.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Next to hit, Agustin Ramirez. This one belted deep left field. On its way, gone.
Well, he went up there looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. There's a swing and a drive. Myers makes his way towards it. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
On the ground. Base hit into center field. Runner around third. Safe. It's a 7-6 game.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Graham Ashcraft.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now Connor Norton. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back. High fly ball, right field. Friedel moving under it. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to third. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone. Davison De Los Santos getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Just missed it. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So up next, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Cracks his bat and pops him up. One up, one down. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Makes the catch for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. See you later.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
That one hit to right. And that's the third out. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Caleb Ferguson. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. That one fouled off. Comes up empty. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Tony Santillan up and throwing for Terry Francona. Burke getting cranked up as well. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Digging in, Kyle Stowers. Oh, great stop. The feed for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Top of inning number 7. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Line drive, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
All over that one right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. First and second. No out. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make the new pitcher in the game, Andrew Nardi. Go-ahead run at second. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Ripped to first, caught.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
Swing and a foul out of play.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Line drive, that's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still one away. Now it's the right fielder, TJ Friedl. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
That front-door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by
ground ball to the right side. Here's Edwards for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Tony Santillan.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
And a swing and a miss. Santillan, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. The 0-2. Ball one there. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Fouled off. He was late. And it's fouled off. All tied up here at the bottom of the seventh. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away.
That is the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park, ready to begin the eighth. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. Liner picked on the hop at first. He takes it on his own. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth.
Up next in Cincinnati, the third baseman, Eugenio.
That's in there. That's strike one. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet.
And that one hammered on its way. Out of here.
No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole. And talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here's Jose Trevino.
Yeah.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Foul off down the right side. Here comes the 0-1. There's a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes the runner. The throw home. The tag
Got it right there. Hey there.
Well, I get pretty fired up on plays like that, especially as a former outfielder. Textbook, excellent footwork, came up with a nice crow hop, throw on the money to the plate. Man, it doesn't get...
Throw short hops him at first, can't come up with it, he's safe. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Sal Stewart.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Hops
out.
over the wall,
That ball
and
bounced
that's
over.
an automatic
Ground roll double.
As 2 runs score, they've got the lead. Line drive to short and caught. Back here in Miami, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Griffin Conant getting ready to hit. Outside, movement in the bullpen. Emilio Pagan, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Burr, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 1-1. Out towards right center field. Friedel on the move to the gap. He's got it. 1 down.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Connor Norby.
That one ripped left field. Back there. And that one is out of here. He'll touch them all. And they're chipping away. It's 10-8. These fans are really excited right now. Next to hit, Davison De Los Santos. De Los Santos in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Here's your 1. And a swing and a miss.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, and try to climb the ladder.
0-2 now. Got him. That's the second out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So
Brock Burke takes over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That is the inning. Marlins get a bit closer on this homer. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. That one ripped right center field. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. It was a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Base hit and a run in to score. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
This to third, and that's just foul. Foul ball. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. That's out to center field. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Emilio Pagan. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Top of the order speedster. You'd really like to see him work his way on. He can get around the bases in a hurry, but a little too aggressive, maybe a little anxious.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that one ripped into right. That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Can't glove it cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. So now with 1 away and a man at second. And up next for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. In the air to left center, Myers on the move to the alley. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter,
Tap foul at the plate.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Tag.
Down the tag.
And that's the ball game. And your final 11-8 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.